Today, we'll be taking a look at 7 different chart analyses to get you prepared for the week ahead. If you love the content, please like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you're interested in learning trade Forex, like I always say, check out our course on Udemy. We have tons of students now studying with us. I have the link attached in the description below. Meanwhile, we're currently running a sale that's going to end tomorrow, so you get over 50% off on the course. So if that's something you're interested in, use the link in the description below to get access to the course. You're going to learn a lot. So without further ado, let's get started. So we'll be starting with the gold chart as usual. This is a daily time frame on gold, and as you can see, I've marked out important areas of values, right? So we have one over here, another one here, and one here. And if you take a look at this trend line, you can see that we just bounced off of this trend line on the daily time frame on Friday last week, right? And if you look closely, so I'm just going to zoom in a little, you would find out that we made a doji just around this area of value before this bullish candlestick reversal. So ideally, I'll be watching out for a follow through to the upside for me to go long, aiming for this resistance level over here. Then watch out to see what price does if we go higher, right? So right now, I'm more bullish on gold than bearish, right? So I'll be going long at the open of the market. But meanwhile, I'm going to wait for a maybe slight retracement to the downside, get a better entry, then aim higher. Stop loss is going to be around this price level, so just below this wick, and take profit is going to be around this resistance level. So this is how I'm going to trade gold for a long position, right? So if we don't get a follow through with this green candle, right? So I'm going to go down to the 1 hour time frame or the 2 hours time frame to show you what I'm watching out for a better confirmation before going long. But meanwhile, for a short position, I'm simply going to wait for a consolidation like this. So let's say, for example, we just range within these price levels and get a bearish breakout, taking out this area of value completely, and also taking out this trend line. So this would be my scenario to go short on gold, right? So I'm going to go down to the lower time frame right now. So let's go down to the 2 hours time frame. So I'll show you what I'm watching out for to go long and short. So right now, excuse me, I'm going to get rid of that. So right now, price, excuse me. So right now, price seems to have bounced off of this trend line on the daily time frame, right? And we broke out from this mild consolidation on Friday as a result of the NFP. So I think there's a good chance we see some bullish follow through. But I'll be watching out for something like this, maybe a little pullback like this, consolidation like this, and then a move to the upside. So this is going to be my confirmation to go long on gold. So I'm going to go long at the break of that small consolidation. Stop loss is going to be below this wick, as I said earlier, and my take profit is going to be around this resistance level. So this is how I'm going to trade gold. As for a short position, I'm going to wait for price to do something like this. Meanwhile, when I go long, I am going to adjust my stop loss to entry when we get to these highs, because price could equally come to these levels and maybe reverse, probably. Okay, there's a possibility it does that. So we'll get to this price level, I'll adjust my stop loss to entry to run the trade in a risk-free environment. So the reason I'm going to do that is because of our bearish case scenario. So there's always two sides of the coin, right? So there's a good chance we get a consolidation like this. So we get a consolidation like this, and then we get a bearish breakout. This is very, very possible. So if we get this, then I'm going to start looking forward to go short. But right now, all we have right now here seems like a liquidity grab below this area of value. That's what we can clearly see on the 1 day time frame, with a doji and a long wick below these price levels, sending us higher, right? So that's it briefly for gold. Moving on, we're going to talking about GBP-USD. This is pretty straightforward. Bullish trend, price creating higher highs and higher lows, as you can see over here, and we just bounced off a very good area of value. So to go long, I'm going to go down to the 1 hour time frame, so this is clearly visible. So to go long, I'm going to wait for something like this, right? So I think we are going to see a slight pullback. So I'm going to wait for a pullback, right? A consolidation, and then a bullish breakout. So something like this is what I'll be watching out for to go long on GBP-USD, right? I don't know the exact pattern it's going to form, but I'm just going to wait for us to get at least another high touching this green trend line over here and a breakout before I go long on GBP-USD, right? So this is my outlook for GBP-USD going long, because we're currently in a bullish trend. While for a short position, right, remember there's always two sides of the coin. So going short means we have to be trading against the trend, which I really don't recommend. But for the sake of those bears out there, so you have to watch out for something like this, a bounce off of this area of value, a consolidation for the market to decide, then a bearish breakout. So this I'm going to trade GBP-USD. So stop loss is going to be around these highs. Take profit is going to be around these lows. So first take profit around these lows, and you could trail the rest of your position if we keep going lower. But I'm more inclined to going long rather than going short. So I'm only doing this for the bears in the house. So I might consider going long if we get what I'm looking for, then get a good breakout, maybe another slight consolidation as a confirmation before going short, right? So this is my outlook for GBP-USD briefly. Moving on, we're going to be talking about crude oil, another pretty straightforward chart. Crude oil, we've been following this chart for quite some time. So we chopped this chart all the way from these lows straight to the top, right? So we made a lot of pips on this, and we seem to be trading around a significant area of value. So right now, I'm currently on a short position for crude oil, got in on Friday, and I think there's a good chance we at least see a 200 pips correction before we probably break out. I might be wrong, right? So trading is all about probability. So I just jumped into this trade because this is a bearish trend, area of value, and we're going to see how it goes, right? And for the conservative traders or traders who aren't in yet, you could wait for a confirmation like this, price creating a lower high, lower low, and a follow through to the downside before looking for that short position. Okay, so you're going to wait for price to create a lower high and a lower low before going short, or maybe a strong reversal candlestick pattern before going short, as the case may be. So this is the 4-hour chart. You have to wait for that on the 1-day time frame, because that's where you're going to get the best entry. So I'm just going to go over there real quick to show you what I'm talking about. So right now you can see this is our current high. So we have a high here and we have a low here, right? So you want to wait for something like this, a break of this low, giving us a lower high and then a consolidation to go down. So this would be a confirmation to go short for the conservative traders, right? Because we would have taken out, would have violated this market structure over here, giving rise to a lower low and a lower high. So the pattern may not form exactly like this. It may look something different, but just watch out for something like this for you to go short for those who will be going short. First target is going to be around these price levels, so around these lows, while SL stop loss is going to be above these highs, right? So this is how I'm going to trade crude oil for those who are not in. Remember, I'm already in on this trade, and I'm going to see how it evolves. While for a long position, we want to wait for a very good consolidation. So going back to the 2-hour time frame, just so this chart is clearly visible. So for a long position, we want to wait for a good consolidation, right? Just so we know the market is able to sustain a solid, bullish move. So something like this. So if we get something like this, I'm going to go long even without a retest, right? Because our confirmation would already have been this consolidation here before the breakout. Meanwhile, if we don't get that consolidation, we might see a pop to the upside, a retest, then we'll look for opportunity to go long. Alternatively, we'll get a breakout, a consolidation above the breakout level, and then a bullish move to continue to the upside, right? So this is similar to what we saw here. So remember, we broke out of this range. So this is a range over here. We broke out from this range like this, and we had a retest. Look for your buy trade positions and ride the move as we go higher. So I'm going to watch out for similar pattern at the break of this higher resistance level, right? So that's it briefly for crude oil. Moving on, we're going to talk about NZD-CHF. So NZD-CHF currently in a very massive downtrend, and I'm looking forward to go short, right? I think I'm already on a short position on this trade, and I dropped this in our Discord. That reminds me, if you're not on our Discord, it's totally free. Use the link in the description below to join our Discord. So you're going to learn so many stuff, guys. Take advantage of what I'm offering right now. Click the link in the description below, join our Discord, and you're going to thank me later. So NZD-CHF currently in a downtrend, and we just broke out from this rectangular pattern, right? This is a bearish continuation pattern, a continuation of the overall bearish move on the 4-hour time frame. You can check out the 4-hour time frame to see what I'm talking about, right? and we seem to have consolidated and bounced off another area of value here. So this is kind of like a supply zone, if you will, right? So supply zone. Now you could wait for something like this, then to go short. CHF pairs can be crazy sometimes. It requires a lot of patience, and the pips are not that massive compared to that of gold or indices. So this I'm going to trade NZD-CHF. I think I already got the confirmation I need if I was going to go short. So so for a conservative trader, you already had a good breakout. So you already had a good breakout over here, and you already had your retest, and now we have a bearish engulfing candle to confirm that retest. So this is a no-brainer. You could go short. Remember, applying your own risk management. Stop loss is going to be above these highs, and you trail your positions will go lower. That's because we currently are, trading price discovery, right? I'm going to go down to the 1 day time frame so I'll show you what I'm talking about. So 1 hour, 1 day chart, you can see this is just a no-brainer. When you get in that trade, so this is the lowest price level we have on the chart, you could just trade your positions to go lower because we have no idea how low we're going to get. So that's it briefly for NZD-CHF. Moving on, we're going to talk about Nasdaq. So Nasdaq has been on a rampage, like massive bullish move all the way from these lows. In fact, since the beginning of this year, we've been seriously bullish, right? So I think there's a good chance this bullish run might be coming to an end. So if you take a look at the structure over here, we have a lower high, right? So this is our swing high. We have a lower high, and we have a low, and we just put in a lower low, right? So this is clearly a change in market structure. So there's a good chance we go lower. Meanwhile, remember, price does not move in a straight line, it moves in waves, and we are currently trading around a significant area of value. So for those bullish lovers, right, for those bullish traders, you could watch out for something like this: a good bounce, a consolidation, and a bullish breakout. So taking out these highs. So you want to see price taking out these highs for you to start looking forward to opening buy positions. I'm going to go down to the 2 hours time frame so you can clearly see what I'm talking about. So this is a 2 hours time frame on Nasdaq. I'm going to zoom in. Excuse me, looks messy right now. I'm going to get rid of this. Yes, get rid of this, and we're going to extend this a little. So if you're going to go long on this because it's a bullish trend, then you should simply watch out for something like this, a reversal to the upside, making a good resistance level, and then a breakout from this resistance level. So this would be your signal to go long, taking out these highs, right? While for those who are inclined to going short like me or like myself, I'm going to watch out for a good consolidation like this, right? And then a bearish breakout as a confirmation to go short. So this is simply going to be basically trading a breakout of a support level, right? Just that this support level also aligns with the highs of this price level. So this is known as a POI, point of interest, or an area of value, AOV, whatever you want to call it. So this is what I'll be watching out for to go either long or short on Nasdaq. So as usual, first target is going to be around these lows. Stop loss is going to be above this consolidation, at least to the breakout. If I don't get this consolidation or a proper consolidation, my stop loss is going to be above this price level, and this is going to help me adjust my risk management accordingly, because you can see this is going to be a very wide, nasty SL. So risk management, as usual, will save you from debt spiral in the market. So moving on, we're going to talk about CHF-JPY. So someone requested for this in our Discord. Like I said, if you're not on our Discord, join our Discord, take advantage of the community we're offering. It's free. If you're interested in learning to trade Forex like a professional, use the link in the description below. Get a 50% or over 50% off, right? So CHF-JPY, two things. I am not looking forward to go short on this trade, right? I'm only going to look for longs, and I'm going to be looking for longs around this price level. So when we come into this level, I'm going to see how price reacts, create a higher high and higher low as my confirmation, then I go long. That's going to be my first case scenario to go long on CHF-JPY. Second case scenario is probably we don't get to those lows, we could creep upwards, get a consolidation around this resistance level, and then a good bullish breakout. You can see I already have my alert set at those price levels, which is what we have up here. So whenever price crosses this level, I'm going to get an alert via email, and I'm going to look forward to putting in those long trades, right? So this is my first case scenario. First case scenario, I'm going to repeat once more. wait for price to come into this area of value, give us a higher high, higher low, or a candlestick confirmation, I go long. Alternatively, I'm going to wait for price to consolidate around this resistance level, give us that bullish breakout to go long. So whichever one works for me. And there's a good chance we take out this consolidation, or take out this area of value, excuse me, take out this area of value and get a move to the downside where I might look for long positions over here to go higher, right? So I'm just going to watch out what price does when we get into this area of value. If it doesn't work out, watch out what price does when we get to this level and look for those long positions. Then lastly, I'm going to wait for price to take out this resistance level to go long. So whichever one happens first, that's where my money is going to be. Lastly, we're going to talk about USD-CAD. Interesting chart. I can see so many people in our community requested for this chart. So I'm going to try as much as possible to share my thoughts, right? No one is perfect. I might be wrong. Do your own research, apply your risk management, and trade what works for you. So on the daily time frame, let's start from here. We clearly have a bullish trend, right? So if you take these lows all the way to this top, yeah, you would notice we have a bullish trend. So 1, 2, 3, 4, we just bounced off of these lows. And we talked about this last week, but I did something very crazy. I entered wrong, took out my SL, and then we went higher. It happens, okay? Don't sweat it. So on the lower time frame, on the 2 hours time frame right now, we seem to be trading around an area of value. Meanwhile, I am still bullish on USD-CAD because of this lower bounce just had off of this trend line. But I'm not just going to work based on assumptions. I'm going to work with what the market gives us. So to go long, I'm going to wait for a consolidation, a good consolidation around these price levels, and then a bullish breakout from that consolidation. So this is going to be my confirmation to go long. Meanwhile, my stop loss is going to be below the consolidation. Take profit is going to be around these highs. So that's how I'm going to go long on USD-CAD. Alternatively, we could see a pullback, right? We can get a pullback all the way to this area of value, then we look for opportunities to go long. So those are the 2 case scenarios to go long. As for a short position, I am really not inclined to going short right now, but for those who would like to go short, I'm simply going to wait for a very good consolidation. So let's say, excuse me, I'm going to wait for a reversal, right? A consolidation, then taking out these lows, right? So if we take out this support level, that's when I'm going to go short. So let me go to the 1 hour time frame so this is clearly visible, so you understand what I'm talking about clearly. So yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. So I'm going to wait for something like this. Excuse me, let me get rid of these lines. So to go short, I'm simply going to wait for, you know, consolidation, reversal, creating a base like a support level, then a break of that support level for me to go short. So it's going to look like this, right? So it's going to look like this. So this is going to be my confirmation to go short on USD-CAD. Other than this, I'm not just going to jump on a sell trade position because this chart kind of looks bullish, right? But there's a good chance we go down because we are currently trading at a significant area of value. But this is going to be my short case scenario. My bullish case scenario is going to be waiting for price to come into this level where I look for longs, or waiting for a consolidation and a bullish breakout for me to go long. So that's it briefly for this week's analysis. If you love the content, please like, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comment section. If you're interested in learning to trade Forex like a professional, check out our course on Udemy. Take advantage of the offer right now to enjoy over 50% off, and try as much as possible to join our free Discord community. You're going to learn a lot. That's it for me this week, guys. See you next week.